So Paco was always telling me, don't tell this to anyone, they will freak out, will think I am crazy. And now I will say it. And it's a very shocking thing I will tell you about the strings. Because he said that in any, doesn't matter the brand, the gap between the second and the first string in tension is not good. So of course he said, and this sounds difficult to believe, but it's true. And in fact, if you feel it, just put the hand here, index on the second string, and middle on the first string. And now pull like this, as if you were playing. Pull, and you will feel that the first string is very tense, and the second string is not. So therefore here we have a problem. Now, according to his opinion, because of course he said this is my personal opinion, and also mine, because I have 20 years following this, I think it has a lot of value, because for the technique, you need evenness in the pulsation, the feel and the touch of the guitar should flow. If one string is looser the string than others, that's not good to play fast stuff, and for the virtuosistic things we want to do, it's not good. Maybe to do chaka-chaka, you are okay, but if you want to play seriously, Paco de Lucia's style, you need to pay heed to this thing. So, of course I said, but how is possible, Paco? You know, like a Dario, for example, great company, they calculate everything very meticulously, have all at the back of the package it says this much kg of pressure, like very exact, everything. And I said, well, I don't know how they calculate, but this is my personal opinion, and don't say it because people will freak out. But I tell you, and in fact I was very thankful, because this is a big thing. It's not little, but it changed just everything about your flowing through the strings. When you flow from sixth to first, you need to have same feel of the same tension all. And if one is no tense, this will create a problem. Because every time you are there in that string, you have to play differently, with less strength or anything. So it's true. Now, how to also, another thing, he never used one set only of strings. You asked me how, I asked him, because we went to his concert and asked him, which strings you use or which tension? He said, oh, many. Well, why? The reason is that he never used one brand. He always used one, and most of the time, one string from different brand, because he said that every brand has one string which shines more. I agree with that as well. But although I sometimes use very nice sets which have a lot of equilibrium, like the Aquila Zafiro is very nice, or others. But anyway, the Dogal is also great, right? The Italian Dogal, and many others, right? But the thing is that the tension of any set, according to Paco de Lucia's opinion, is not calculated well. The tension from second and first. So therefore, what we do to solve the problem? This is how he also solved it. I recommend you to use extra high tension second string, and that will solve the issue. For example, he always had medium tension first string and extra high tension second, and then therefore it will be leveled. Now you feel here, you pull, and as you pull you feel the tension, right? Because if this is no tension second and first very tense, that's not good. And that's you try your guitar, and I bet the neck is true, that you will feel it is different. And tension, therefore, he wants to have an even feel all over. then use this extra high tension on the second string. This is one thing. The other is the way you strung it, because when we use, we have, in this AG, for example, we have 12 volts, but even if you have only 6 volts, you could use this small device here. It's like a small square to be able to have the string direct from the bridge, as opposed to the traditional how this knot is made here, how you strung the strings traditionally in one wall only when you have a 6 instead of 12 walls on the bridge. So this thing here, very, very important. Therefore, what happens is that this one here, when it goes directly from the bridge, then it has more tension because it's a deeper angle this direction, right? If you see it like this, right? So here on the first string, I put the second using the 2 walls, and the first with the traditional way before this 12 wall was involved. So this is the simplest way that you can have. Here I've of course lessened the angle on this one. Right, let me see if you can see. Probably a close-up will work of this thing here, that the angle is different from this to this. So this small difference here means a lot to compensate for that as well. So Paco did these things most of the time, and I am not meaning the guitar he used for the gigs or his job guitar, which I will post. The first link in the description will be this about the bridge, because inaccuracies on the bridge also, that's unacceptable for us. And at the end of that video, which you will see in the first link at the description of this video, at the end you will see how he said it. This is only because of habit I play this guitar, and this is just, I have very good guitars at home. This one I never played at home. So I mean, his collection guitars and many guitars he had, right? So because for the job he didn't care much, and also that guitar there has only 6 walls. So then he will arrange it only from the tension of the string. But if you have a bridge like this, or in a Arcángel Fernández or any other customized first-class instrument, then you will be able to also use, and of course with the G you can do this thing to use it in both ways. So that's all, and this is the difference between the second and the third. So there we have to talk about that in another video, because it will be too complex. But anyway, don't worry much for other probable unbalanced thing. One also he said is that sometimes the fourth also could be used like this, because fourth also, he said, he felt a little bit of difference as well. Like it's also have more tension than the fifth. So therefore sometimes he would use normal tension on the fourth and high tension on the sixth and fifth. This kind of stuff. And also you have to see which guitar you are using and what do you want to get with these particular combinations. But this is a very interesting thing. And most importantly, this, for sure you do one thing to fix it, is to fix the problem of the second, and then the rest is good. The rest is okay and is playable. But this excessive tension of the first string, that's not good. Hopefully some great companies now will pay heed and try to develop a set based on evenness in that regard, because you don't need a machine to feel it, or electronic calculator, digital, because you just put the hand there, index on the second string, middle on the first, and feel the tension. And this tension, if this tension is not same or is excessively tense, the first string, that Paco said is not good. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed and you will derive pleasure and also improve playing with this advice. Thank you, and I see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.